Tonight on MHTV Live, take our advice on technology, see CMU students throw a no in our live challenge, and the guitar stylings of Mitch Anderson. Next. Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of MHTV Live. I'm Jason Antonovich. We're so glad to have you here for this episode. We have one more to go after this, so getting near the end for us. But we have a lot to get to on this show. Let's not look too far ahead. Let's look ahead to what's coming up next, and that's Campus Update with Shelly Costowny. Good day, Shelly.
Good day to you too, Jason.
Welcome you to another edition of MHTV Live. Sorry, I know, you're the home audience. I thought I'd welcome you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's greatly appreciated.
We're coming to the end.
I know, it's sad.
But next week we got a big thing. There'll be a lot of people here, and you'll be one of them, right?
I will be there. Will you be there?
Of course. Why would I miss my own show? But we have some stories to cover, so why don't we cover them for the fine people?
Okay, let's get started. We have some congratulations to report for CMU's very own. First, Moore Hall Television has won the 2009 College Television Station of the Year Award from the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. The station won for its coverage of the 2008 election produced by former MHTV Live producer Jessica Lovy.
I'm going to stop you right there. Isn't that pretty impressive?
That is really impressive. Yeah. I'm excited.
A whole big award, and I know that they worked really hard on that because it was a very on-the-fly sort of thing, that election, but they did a good job of that. Obviously a good enough job to win the award.
I mean, it was a big day, and I mean, it was a big event.
Were you around for that? I'm not sure. Were you around in the studio for that?
Actually, no, I was not. I had to go home to vote, but I would have been for another show.
But I know some people worked on that I know at News Central, so it was good to hear that we won an award for all that.
Yes, it was very, very nice to hear. We had some recognition for once. All right, and second, more congratulations to our very own host, Jason Antonovich, for winning the GSN Live Guest Host Search in Detroit. For winning, Jason will travel to Los Angeles for a brief guest hosting spot on GSN's afternoon call-in show. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So how did this go about? Like, what'd you do?
They went to malls, and you'd host game shows on stage with people who were going to the mall, and then judges just picked you based on how you did. And I actually, the other person I competed against was a CMU student. Once again, find the word. This is the stuff. This is how I won the contest, by the way. This sort of ad-libbing. Mark Generous, who did News Central, he was the guy who was in the finals with me and did a great job. But I guess they picked me in the end. So yeah, I'll be going to Los Angeles.
Well, good luck on that, and hopefully we'll all watch it. That'd be very nice to watch. All right, next, with Bob Saget canceling on CMU, a void was left in the spring program schedule. Now it has been filled. Comedy Central star Demetri Martin is coming to Rose Arena on April 25th. Ticket prices for students range from $8 to $20, while the public can expect to pay from $12 to $25.
You familiar with Demetri Martin?
I actually don't even know who that is. No. I know he's a comedian,
he's got a new show.
I have not seen or heard his material from what I remember. Have you seen it?
I honestly haven't watched the show, but I know it's very popular. I know Facebook group already sprung up. People are really excited. So I think it's definitely a good substitute. People watch his show. People like his comedy. So we were both bummed that Bob Saget didn't come.
Yeah.
Namely because we could have done a whole big story on it and talked about it together, but we ended up not. But hey, it should be fun for a lot of people and good ticket prices and everything. I think he's going to do, I don't know if he'll fill it because I don't know ultimately how popular he is here at CMU, but I know that a lot of people like him. So
I think it'll fill up. I mean, I think he is a big enough star, but I just don't know really who he is. I'm sorry. But
that would seem to contradict itself, Shelley.
I know.
My opinion.
But I mean, I'll probably go just because I like comedy and I like to get a few laughs in my day. You lose weight when you laugh. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, and it's healthier. It makes you a lot less depressed. I heard it. I learned it in one of my classes.
So this is a health story we just did, not an entertainment story.
2 in 1. Yes. All right.
You're a pro.
CMU Police Chief Stan Dinuas will retire on August 31st. After 39 years in law enforcement, the university would like to have new candidates ready by the end of the semester. The new chief would need to have at least 8 years of experience in administration, including 5 as a police officer.
Thanks so much for Campus Update, Shelley.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week for our big finale.
Yes.
All right. Let me talk to our friends about that actually right now. We have a little gift card giveaway that we're running at the end of the season. So if you want to be part of that, all you need to do is send your full name and an email address saying a full name in an email to our email address, mhtvlive@gmail.com, and we'll get you in on that. We got 4 wonderful prizes for people who watch, so get your name in on that. Right now, it's time for Take Our Advice with Randy Oja and Mike MacArthur.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mike MacArthur, and welcome to Take Our Advice. And joining me today is Randy Oja. Randy, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Mike. How about yourself?
I'm not doing too bad. Now, we're pretty technologically savvy in this generation. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely try and stay up on the latest cell phones, MP3 players, whatever it is. I try and like to know about it and be able to use it just to stay up with things. What about you?
Definitely. Oh, I am too. And actually, today we're going to talk about some of the latest techno gadgets. So let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
First up, we have the Slingbox. The Slingbox is a device that lets people remotely stream their cable, satellite, or digital video recorder to any computer with a broadband internet connection. It uses special infrared cables, and the user can change channels from wherever they are in the world. Devices start around $180 and run up to $300 for the high-definition version. Randy, what do you think about this?
I haven't heard of it until just now, but it sounds really interesting. It's going to change the way that we watch TV, and I'm going to keep my eyes open for it because it sounds like it's going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, Slingbox is pretty new. I only know a couple people who use it, but the ones who do use it say they really enjoy it.
All right, next, Apple is coming out with a new iPod Shuffle, and it's touted as the first music player that actually talks to you. A new voice feature in this iPod tells users what song is playing as well as how much battery is left, all in 14 customizable languages and voices. This new iPod is half the size of the first Shuffle, and it is currently smaller than an average house key, and it has 4 gigabytes of storage. And unlike traditional iPods, the new Shuffle controls are located on headphone cords rather than the iPod itself. The new Shuffle holds 1,000 songs and retails for $79. So, Mike, you think you might check this new thing out?
I'm a big iPod guy. I don't know about the new iPod Shuffle, though. I see iPod Shuffles more for people who are always like running and working out, things such as that.
The thing that I don't like about the Shuffle is how obviously you can't see what song is playing, or you don't have a choice. It's just kind of random play all, and that's not my way of going.
Yeah, my
iPod music.
I'm down with the iPod Touch, actually, where you can just touch the screen, you know, play videos, anything.
iPod Touch, iPhone, much better than a Shuffle.
Definitely,
but I mean,
definitely.
it's a cheap option for those who don't have the money for those the more expensive iPods.
Oh,
so it's definitely something worth checking out.
It's definitely a good way to go. Now let's talk about OnLive. OnLive is a new online video game distribution network set to launch later this year. Instead of using disc and a game console for downloading games, OnLive users can stream games directly to their computer, regardless of how powerful their PC or Mac is. No price has been announced for OnLive's hardware or the monthly subscription. Now, there's a monthly subscription, which is similar to what we have out now, like GameFly or Xbox
Netflix
Live.
and all that stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you think about OnLive?
It sounds like there needs a little bit of work. I mean, especially in the prices. If it's cheaper than Netflix or GameFly, then I think a lot of people are going to go into it. But really, as of now, I'm not really too sure what I would do for it.
My only knock on it is it's just similar to Xbox Live and GameFly.
Yeah.
Like, we have these things out right now, but who knows? It could start something new.
Yeah, and with PlayStation 3 online, that's free, unlike Xbox. So why pay for something when you can get it for free? You know?
Definitely.
All right, and finally, the new Kindle 2 from Amazon is a new way to read books electronically, all while on the go. The Kindle 2 is both thinner and downloads faster and has a longer-lasting battery than the original Kindle. Some other improvements to the new Kindle are a built-in dictionary and free online access to Wikipedia. The Kindle 2 can hold approximately 1,500 books and costs under $360. Now, Mike, what are your thoughts on the Kindle? But before you say that, $360 sounds good, but for every book that you order is like $20, so it's kind of like an iTunes service. So that $360 is gonna get a little bit higher every time.
Yeah, for those big readers, it looks like it get pretty expensive. You know, the $360, and let's say you buy at least like 10 books, that can get pretty costly right there.
Oh yeah.
The Kindle looks pretty cool though, especially for those people who are big readers. Like I said, you know, always on the go, and you don't have time to carry around hundreds of books with you. You can just pull the thing up, and there you go, you're reading just like that.
Now the really weird thing about the Kindle is like it's the end of like hard copy, like print or hardcover books, and like newspapers and stuff it's just one way that they're taking a hit because you're seeing less and less newspapers printing hard copies of their editions.
Definitely. You see lots of newspapers online now, and then even some newspapers are stopping delivery on certain days.
Yeah.
So the Kindle's it's just, in some ways, it's hurting the newspaper and book business also.
It's just the way technology goes these days. I mean, the beginning of a new technology is always the end of another.
Definitely. You couldn't have put that any better. Well, that was Take Our Advice. For Randy Oja, I'm Mike MacArthur. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.